Welcome to the PharmaVOICE 100 one-on-one video series with Taryn Groen.
Sagar, congratulations on being named to the 2020 PharmaVOICE 100.
Thanks, Taryn. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much for joining us as well for a one-on-one conversation. You've indicated that your goal for raising the bar is to speed new drugs to market. How are advances in technology making this happen?
Taryn, I'll be happy to share my thoughts. Firstly, thank you, the PharmaVOICE, for this opportunity. I think, Taryn, the entire life sciences industry, and more specifically the drug development process, is under intense international scrutiny. I feel like due to the pandemic, ubiquity of the pandemic, the virus, about 7 billion plus people are closely watching the pharma's dual promise, if you will, both on the prevention side as well as on the cure side, right? And then it's not only about discovering the new drugs, the vaccines, but it's also about production, making them, producing them at scale, distributing it, immense challenges. If at all, there's a kind of a time to be extraordinary, that time is right now. I mean, I feel that this is our moment, Apollo 11 moment. What do you mean by that, right? We are actually looking at maybe 3 decades, 4 decades old processes and systems that have been traditionally slowing down the entire drug development life cycles. So it's an insurmountable delay cycles that we kind of came up with all these years. But while daunting it is, the recent advances in technology, AI, specific to clinical data management and clinical sciences is giving me a ray of hope. So I definitely feel that we could raise the bar substantially by closely helping pharma and understanding the practical innovations that are possible today, right, with the technology in their work. What do you mean by that? And maybe I'll give a couple of examples. One is the recent work we did with this what's called COVID-19 Command Center, where we are able to now integrate both the translational data, multi-omics data for translational researchers, as well as clinical data for data monitors, all into a single platform and single analytics ready data sets, so that the researchers as well as the scientists can take their actions and the results much faster. Right? Second example is some of the work we're doing in helping and predicting clinical data queries so that the clinical data managers' work can substantially be augmented, sometimes changed, or even advanced, right? Kind of keeping them as a human in the loop, but advancing that cause. With these two changes, where technology is in the center stage of what we do, Taryn, I feel that we can substantially help pharma reduce the database lock time, the delay it takes from last patient to last visit to locking the database, and hence advancing the life cycle of drug development timelines.
Thank you so much. Those are such important insights, and thank you so much for sharing them with us. Now to a little bit of a more personal and lighter side. I understand you are writing a nonfiction book. Tell us about that endeavor.
Sure. Well, I started off actually by looking at all these things and understanding and kind of looking at some of the advances in clinical sciences, data management. I thought to kind of explain people, to kind of to thank people who are working in the forefronts of all these things. Started writing a book. Then I thought if I took a fictional, semi-fictional approach, then I can actually tell a better story. Kind of my idea is that to help the youth, especially the general public and the youth, understand this, take interest in some of these STEM and other technologies, which are fundamentally changing the game in clinical sciences for the overall good. And that's how I started writing this book. It's called Kuchela.ai. The book is going to be published very soon, Taryn. I'm really excited about it.
That's awesome, and congratulations on that. It's not an easy endeavor to undertake, so well done to you, sir.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Taryn. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
For more PharmaVOICE 100 content, visit www.pharmavoice100.com.